Good day to all. Today we are going to take a look on types of soil erosion. So we have in last class we have seen what is soil erosion, but now we are going to see types of soil erosion according to origin, where the soil have originated from there itself up to where the soil have reached in the different locations. According to origin, there are two types. One is geological erosion and another one is accelerated erosion. What is mean by geological erosion? Under natural undisturbed conditions, an equilibrium is established between the climate of a place and the vegetative cover that protects the soil layer. Like vegetative covers means living particles, for example like trees and forests, retain the transportation of soil material and act as a check against excessive erosion. So it can help, it will help to soil should stay in the original place. So you see a very certain amount of erosion have occurred on these particular places. Like this erosion is called geological erosion. Next one is accelerated erosion. When the land is put under cultivation, the natural balance existing between the soil, its vegetation cover and climate is disturbed. Under such conditions, the removal of soil surface due to natural agencies takes place at faster rate that it can be built by the soil formation process. Erosion occurring under these conditions is referred to as accelerated erosion. It rates are higher than geological erosion, which means accelerated erosion is kept into more erosion particles. So next you see, according to erosion agents, what are the agents? There are different types of agents like water erosion, next one wind erosion, glacial erosion, and then gravitational erosion. These are the four main types of soil erosion. First one, water erosion. Erosion is seen in many parts of the world. In fact, running water is the most common agent of soil erosion. This includes rivers which erode the river basin, as well rainwater which erodes various landforms, and the sea waves which erode the coastal areas. Water erosion may further classified based on different actions of water responsible for erosions. First one is raindrop erosion. When the rain drop into the land, it splash. Next one, sheet erosion, rill erosion, gully erosion, stream bank erosion, slip erosion, according to the landform. Next one, water erosion. After this, wind erosion. Wind erosion is most often witnessed in dry areas, like where the soil is very loosened. There it causes much wind erosion. Like in dry areas, the bonding of soils is not much strong, so it can easily move through the winds. So wherein strong winds brush against various landforms, cutting through them and loosening the soil particles. The best example of wind erosion are sand dunes and mushroom rock structures typically found in deserts. Next one, glacial erosion. What is mean by glacial? It is also referred to as ice erosion. In cold regions at high altitudes, when soil comes in contact with large moving glaciers, it sticks to the base of these glaciers. This is eventually transported with the glaciers, and as they start melting, it is deposited in the course of the moving chunks of ice. Next one, gravitational erosion. Okay, although gravitational erosion is not as common a phenomena as water erosion, it is not much causes, but it can cause huge damage to natural as well as man-made structures like buildings and rest of the things. It is basically the mass movements of soil due to gravitational force. The best example of this are landslides in bridges and kind of things, and then you see slums. Okay, next you see here, you see the flowchart of soil erosion agents. First one, soil erosion agents, there from their wind, water and gravity. In wind erosion caused by wind velocity, of course. Next one, water erosion. Water force forms like glaciers, both divided into, then it divided into rainfall, runoff, reservoir and oceans. The runoff divided into two parts, surface runoff, subsurface runoff. In surface runoff you see sheet or interrill erosion. Next one, rill erosion. Next one, gully erosion. Last one, stream bank erosion. And then subsurface runoff, you see pipe erosions. Last one, gravity erosion. Mass soil movement in the form of landslides, landfall, debris and then creep. So here we are going to see factors affecting soil erosion. First factor is climate factor. There are different like influence factors that influence erosion, or like rainfall amount, their intensity and frequency. During the periods of frequent or continuous rainfall, high moisture, soil moisture or saturated field conditions are developed. Then next one you see temperature. When frozen soil is highly resistant to erosion, rapid thawing of the soil surface brought about by warm rains or lead to serious erosion. Temperature also influences the type of precipitation. Although falling snow does not cause erosion, heavy snow melts in spring can cause considerable runoff damage. Next one you see topographical erosion factors like structure of soils and their parent material. All this includes. Among the topographical factors, slope length, steepness and roughness affect the erodibility. Next one, generally longer slope increase the potential for erosion. The greatest erosion potential is at the base of the slope, where runoff velocity is the greatest and runoff concentrates. And the final one, soil. Their physical characteristics of soil have a bearing on erodibility. Soil properties influencing erodibility includes like structure, texture and cohesion strength of the soil. Texture refers to the size or combination of sizes of the individual soil particles, that is further classified into ranging from small to large, then further classified into three broad size classification ranging from small to large, or clay, silt and sand. Next one, vegetation. Vegetation is probably the most important physical factors influencing soil erosion. A good cover of vegetation shields the soil from the impact of rain drops. So if the grassland is fully covered by grass, then it will not suffer, or it won't, the soil won't get eroded. Next one, biological factors of soil erosion. What is biological factors that influence the soil erosion? Or the activities like faulty cultivation practices, overgrazing by animals. These factors may be broadly classified into three, like energy factors and resistant factors and then protection factors. Last one. Thank you.